Welcome back, everybody. If any of you have seen the latest issue of Better Homes and Gardens, you might notice some beautiful flowers on there from the area. We have Kelly Norris, Director of Horticulture and Education over at the Moines Botanical Garden. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
You guys are getting well featured with this beautiful spread here. Talk a little bit about the iris collection that is over, which is kind of the focus of this feature.
Well, you know, we have a pretty profuse collection of irises at the Botanical Garden, and we're really lucky that we were able to work with the team over at Better Homes and Gardens to get those featured in the main well and on the cover of this particular issue. So we're featuring bearded irises, of course, which are a particular kind of iris, that most familiar iris I think that people are probably familiar with out there. Irises that our grandmothers and our grandparents, our moms and uncles and aunts grew necessarily. Beautiful, beautiful plants known for their colors, this profusion, this rainbow of colors. So we've got these down principally down the Rouen Allée, which is one of the kind of signature, you know, architectural backbones of the Botanical Garden experience. So in the spring, usually at the end of May, you can see you know, a couple dozen varieties, but about 3,000 plants actually, you know, splayed out in this range of colors, which you're seeing here on the screen.
And they also have fun names.
Yeah, they do. You know, that's part of the fun about irises is that, you know, it's a huge group of plants. I mean, there's over 60,000 cultivars of irises. Now, we don't have that.
Seriously?
We don't have that many at the Botanical Garden. But, you know, there is such a profusion of varieties that one of the things, and by the way, they're very easy to hybridize and create. And so, you know, amateurs and professionals alike have created this wonderful assortment of varieties and given them fun names. So they're kind of fun to trade around and collect for that reason, too.
I love the fact that you have been fascinated and intrigued with irises since you were 12.
Yes, irises were my first love. I think as any plant geek goes, you know, we have kind of a home base, right? We have a place that we start. And my initial, you know, seminal passion in plants was bearded irises. And so I've been...
What drew you into the iris?
Well, I think it's the colors. You know, my maternal grandmother was loved irises, and it was sort of through her that I was able to have my first experience at an iris nursery when I was, I don't know, maybe 12 years old, I think. And I was able to buy a box of maybe 10 or 12 varieties, and still some of which I grow today. And it was the beginning of an obsession, like anybody who collects anything, I suppose. It started off as something fairly innocuous.
And you were talking about just, because I agree that how hardy they are, and it's a great plant to share, and they're pretty, you know, easy to grow for the backyard gardener.
Absolutely. Well, and that's one of the things, you know, we love about displaying them at the Botanical Garden, because, you know, at the Botanical Garden we have plants from all over the world, right? So it's always great when folks can come in and see something familiar, they can see something colorful, something that they can relate to. I think irises are one of the most familiar flowers. Even if you don't know anything about plants, you probably are able to recognize an iris, or you remember seeing one somewhere in your life at some point. And so, you know, we like having plants like that because in a way it helps make the gardens more accessible to people, because we're able to relate to people's plant experiences, you know, regardless of the experiences they've had.
And it was also the basis of your first book that you ever wrote.
It was, in fact. You know, I guess maybe that's unsurprising given that I'd started growing them when I was 12. You know, I had maybe a lot to say at a certain point about irises. You know, my family and I got into the nursery business when I was about 15 years old, and had our mail order nursery, Rainbow Iris Farm, for about 15 years. And this book came out back in 2012, actually just before I started at the Botanical Garden. But you know, it is the repository of my passion for bearded irises.
So that's kind of a guide too, but for someone who's not great at growing things, you're saying even I could handle this because they're really easy to grow.
Absolutely. You know, so many irises are just so forgiving. And you know, the great thing about the collection that we have at the Botanical Garden is that we don't have thousands and thousands of varieties, but we really have a collection of kind of the best of the hardiest, right? I mean, we've really put together a collection that performs, that flowers, that grows. And so what you can come and see at the Botanical Garden, particularly in the iris collection, are plants that you could, you know, go, you know, after you visit the Botanical Garden, go to Google, search them, and actually get them for yourself. And that's, you know, that's one of the cool things about the Botanical Garden too, is being able to, you know, provide you inspiration for things you can grow at home.
Or there's an opportunity, if you are so inspired, to take some of those flowers home with an event. I can't believe it's just right around the corner.
Well, it is right around the corner. That's our Spring Garden Festival on Mother's Day weekend, which I realized as we were talking in the green room beforehand, you know, a month from today, it's almost all over with. I mean, it's here. I mean, I think we're all ready for spring. I think we're certainly ready to get out there and do some planting. The weather's been kind of nice nice until maybe the last day or two. But yeah, that's coming up. Mother's Day weekend, of course, you can find out more information about that at dmbotanicalgarden.com. But in summary, that's our 4-day pop-up retail festival. We sell just around 500 different kinds of plants that weekend. There's maybe a few irises in there.
Absolutely.
It's a great opportunity to get some unique things to add to your garden, which
Absolutely.
I love.
Yeah, it's certainly, plants you wouldn't be able to really just find anywhere else. That's kind of our, our niche a little bit. We're only doing it for 4 days. It's a very important fundraiser for the Botanical Garden, and it's just a fun time to be out in the garden and to experience the garden at that kind of height of spring moment. There'll certainly be irises in bloom, I'm guessing, on Mother's Day.
And that
weekend.
event is a great opportunity to have lots of little workshops and chances to learn, great things for the entire family.
Yeah, it's fun, it's educational. There's the retail side of it as well too. For some of us that's fun too, right? We like to do retail therapy.
Yeah.
So if you like plants and you like retail therapy, I don't know what else to tell you, but that's except to be at the Botanical Garden on Mother's Day weekend.
Exactly.
So.
It's so many beautiful plants, as you said, you can't just see anywhere, and some of the best experts that we have in our state. So you can say, okay, here's my space. How can I make it gorgeous?
And that's our mission, right? Is exploring, explaining, and celebrating the world of plants. We want people to be successful. We want people to, to get outside and to experience nature and to bring that natural experience right to the front door and to be able to garden at home and enjoy some beautiful things.
And when you visit the Botanical Garden, you're inspired, and you go home and go, oh, I want to grow one of everything.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
For me, anyway.
So what does it mean to be featured like you are in Better Homes and Garden right now and having this beautiful spread that kind of gets people in the mood for Easter and colors and spring? What does that mean for you guys?
I think the cool thing for us is that this really places the Botanical Garden at some conversation of relevance. It's always nice to have something featured like this, to know that this is a magazine that's being read by millions of people across the country about this great collection of irises that's happening and growing right here in Des Moines, Iowa. So that's a source of some local pride, I think. But more importantly, I think it's a great opportunity just to connect people and plants, and that's what we do, right? Is really trying to connect people, whether they're coming to the garden or whether they're maybe reading about it. That's, I think, the thing about the world we live in today is that you don't maybe have to come to Des Moines, Iowa to experience what the Greater Des Moines Botanical Garden is up to, or maybe any other of our cultural institutions. And so we're taking the Botanical Garden to people that may never get to Des Moines, or maybe they'll want to come to Des Moines and see all these irises now. I don't know. But,
absolutely love it.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Will you have some of these irises available at the plant sale at the
there
garden festival?
There might be a few. The thing about bearded irises actually is that they're really best planted bare root, in the summer actually, and so in the spring it can be a little hard to find them sometimes potted up, but I think we've maybe got a few kicking around.
So if people want to get a glimpse of this when it's in full bloom, you're recommending the best time to visit is going to be end of May?
Yeah, usually end of May. Memorial Day weekend tends to be, kind of that classic peak period of time for tall bearded irises to be flowering. There's lots of different kinds of bearded irises. I'm kind of glossing over the finer details here just for the short time we have together this morning, but tall bearded irises, most principally of which are featured on the cover, typically bloom in central Iowa here at the end of May. So.
Okay, and then your book, is that available?
The book's at the Botanical Garden. Yep, anywhere books are sold, but you can certainly come down and get that from us too, and you can dive into the world of irises. It's nearly here. In fact, yesterday I was walking around the garden. The very first, there's the earliest of the bearded irises are called miniature dwarf bearded irises. They're only a couple inches tall, and the first one was in bud yesterday, and so I was like, yes, it's coming, it's going to happen.
I know,
it is upon us.
Well, let's pick your brain, because you are an incredible expert when it comes to plants, and everybody's itching right now. We had those beautiful days. It's like, let's get into the dirt, let's go, which is what we're encouraging you to do. So, but what would you say at this point if people are wanting to get in their gardens, if they want to be inspired? Are your words of advice at this time?
There's if you're like me and bought more trees last fall than you knew what to do with, and you overwintered a few of them in your garage, you can plant anything that's been dormant, dormant trees and shrubs, even bare root perennials. I actually ordered some things from White Flower Farm here, and the box came last week, and so, but they were dormant. So, I mean, they're things that could still be planted. I mean, the soil's temperature is still kind of cool. So if you've been to the garden center somewhere out in the area and you've picked up things that are in green or in flower, you maybe want to hang on to those a little bit, because they may not have been finished in an open air setting. They may have come from a greenhouse. They may be just a little bit tender yet. Generally speaking, our last frost date isn't for a couple of weeks yet. So, and I think tonight we're probably going to get just maybe a little light frost in some places. We'll see. Keep our fingers crossed. The magnolias around town are just kind of at that moment, as they so often get to, right, where it's like, oh, just don't get quite so cold. Because
Exactly.
magnolia flower buds are kind of sensitive to cold
very
temperatures,
sensitive.
and so tonight's 30 degrees may be a little tough in some places where they're a little exposed. Now, I've been just driving around town the last couple of days. Some of them might be okay, but some of those earlier eager beavers of the magnolia crowd may get a little frost damage tonight.
What about tulip bulbs? I have a wide variety. I wanted to get them planted last fall.
Oh,
Didn't
okay.
make it happen.
Well,
should I wait?
Well, at this point, you could actually go ahead and get them in the ground and sort of, roll the dice and see what happens. I certainly have a few daffodil bulbs
all
I
about rolling
found
the
in a bag as I was cleaning the garage last week and thinking, I must have forgotten to plant those. And so, so long as you still get them in the ground, they're not going to flower this year, but you might be able to get them established and such that they would flower the following year too. But I think, generally speaking, as far as tulips, if people planted tulips last fall and they're kind of up right now, I know we have tulips at the garden that are certainly 6 inches or more up too. They'll take a little light frost. I mean, they'll be okay. I mean, they may not be 100%, and as they would be if it would just stayed nice, which would have been nice. But they'll be all right.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your passion,
my
your
pleasure.
knowledge.
My pleasure.
I just love that, and congratulations on being
Thank you.
featured in this month's issue of Better Homes and Gardens. It's on stands now. Pick one up. There's Spring Garden Festivals coming up here Mother's Day weekend. Take advantage of that and go to their website, dmbotanicalgarden.com for
Get a
all
membership.
of the great information. Yeah, that's right.
Join
Get
the
a
family.
membership. Thank you, Kelly, very much
Thank you
for
very
coming
much.
in.
See you.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Stay tuned.